Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back. It's time for some more of this Forgotten on Endless. Everybody hates us so much, it's crazy. Also, you may notice a little red sword down here. Do you know how it is? Sometimes you load the game and the AI decides to do some different things than it was doing when you were playing the game previously. What the AI has decided to do is challenge us. This is still completely insane to me. I don't think that this has any hope of working. I don't know what they're thinking. Sending two units into an army of 8, even if the unit of 2 has tremendous backup, the fact that there's 8 of us is going to mean that we're probably going to kill these guys before they even really get to do anything. I'm going to pull the hero way back. I guess there's not really a point to doing that, is there? Nah. Let's just have our hero stand, right here, I guess, and attack the proliferator. Because even if these were real units coming in and not settlers and militia, the fact that we can obliterate these guys in a round, right? And then we can just pin these other dudes back on their reinforcement points and hammer them as they come in. You've seen this happen in many, many games if you've been watching the channel for a long time. I don't know. The AI does not always make great decisions, I guess we all know that. I would estimate, hero accepted, obviously, for obvious reasons. This is probably going to be a net positive for our army's health. We're going to regenerate probably very close to as much damage as we take. This I'm not a fan of, this run forward, because now this guy's actually in a position to get meleeed. Oh, it's true, this is Ziema's army, though. It's not the other one, so these guys have the limited range. Okay, so never mind. I'm being a little optimistic. We are going to get meleeed by militia here. That's gonna hurt. And I think this city has 3 militia? Yeah. Focus up. Everybody's attacking the same target. Once we kill the 3 militia, you guys can do whatever you want. But basically, they've just thrown their city away. The Guardian was their only hope, and now they've been gripped by despair. I don't know what kinds of things happen inside the mind of an insect that is being gripped by despair. I imagine it's a pretty grim situation. I kind of imagine all of an insect's life is pretty grim. They don't have the best existence ever. All right, just one more. Our units have chosen to blow away the settler first. I'm not sure that I think that was a wise play. And this guy gets to start next turn with a mark on him already. This Predator is a champion, man. He's taking all the hits. Yeah, this will be fine. Whatever. To be perfectly honest, we probably did not need to manual this battle. But I'm always nervous about autoing battles in which we have ranged units, because the AI sometimes sets up your units in very silly ways. It doesn't always make good decisions about targeting. In particular, as you've seen, it doesn't like to focus a lot. Even in this battle, you see we have some people targeting this thing, and then some people are splitting off, and they want to shoot at the settlers first. Let's watch the rest of these settlers come in two by two, I guess. And this is going to be a mega pull, and also just a real simplification of our stuff. Like, purple and blue are both at war with us now. I expect blue to take that little settlement that we put down on that continent to the east. I'm not 100% sure that I'm even going to try to defend it. Oh, I don't have an action point. Okay, yeah, I would say that it's extremely likely that blue's just going to take Belloc from us. Yeah, here it is. Okay. We got glass steel from it for a while. We have to worry about this. Fortunately, when we wrap this thing up with pink, honestly, I think we may even just sue for peace, let green finish pink off, because I don't care about this region very much, so that we can rededicate our armies, because we need to make some kind of northern push so that we can afford to still defend the front while grabbing these ruins and moving our faction quest forward. We're at Section 6. This is very far in. We can totally win the game. Okay. So we'll attack the city very first thing on this turn. I don't want them having time to move anything into place to defend it, because obviously I don't want to fight through 1,000 points of fortification. But I also don't want to stand here and siege down 1,000 points of fortification. Alright, mine. What? Oh, yeah, whatever. Okay, they charged us. That's fine. We'll deal with that in a second. This can be auto-resolved. You got it. Don't worry, Blue. Your time will come. Yeah, we'll deal with that in a moment. Ulayawa out there doing that spy thing. Working out. So we're going to move up to Lord of the Trance next for additional infiltration points. We have to cut through Fat Sealer to get there. Debuo Ofosu is doing a fine job making us some money. Get Inspirational Leader for extra yields. Is there anything else of terrible import? Let's try to get Pink to give up, because I just don't want to have to worry about them anymore. I'm done fighting with you. Are you joking? Oh my god, they're gonna waste all my time. Okay, fine. Fine, we'll finish the job. Like I said, I was really hoping to rededicate. That's a little... What is going on here? Why are these guys all pink and glowy? Graphical error, I'm assuming? Like, I hate the fact that they still want to fight. I hate it so much. Alright, let's just go and deal with this. These guys are going to head over to this city and begin preparations for the final assault. Alright, we have 10,000 dust in the bank. It's definitely become less important for us to focus on maintaining an army now that our continent is mostly ours. But Rocknall could still use a little push. I think at this point we're going to build this. The city actually is going to switch over to dust pretty soon. Alright, you guys... That's right, I wasn't going to try a concerted push at all. I was just going to run over here and sneak them. That'll work. I don't remember exactly what the range on these things is. +3 vision from Watchtower, so they can see this. Well, they should feel free to do something about it. Okay, you guys are all done. Does everybody have orders? Okay. Alright. Orc 5, Marine 7, everybody's level 10. So these are their good troops. And we're injured. And they get to go first. 2 move, 3 range. So like if we really, really go all the way back to the wall. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we can limit their target selection and have those be the soldiers that are at high health at least. You can come to here, because this guy can hit that. Yeah. Alright. This is going to suck. We're going to lose units here. So this guy's got first move. He'll move to here. And then he'll shoot this guy, because it's the only thing he has. So I guess let's all focus on that guy. Oh wait, I don't want to do an all focus, right? I want to make sure that we're actually... sending sensible orders to the other units, because we want to make sure we get some kills. Actually, this seems pretty good, though, with the exception of those guys trying to target. Let's do this. And I know that the orcs are still going to attack, and I'm kind of disregarding them, despite the fact that they do an actual amount of damage. Like, it's an amount of damage I have to worry about. But we can only afford to be safe We only have methods of being safe from so many things at any one time. And actually, the orcs kind of blocked for us there. Alright. That sucked, but honestly, only losing 1 unit, I don't feel that bad about that. That's a lot. I was expecting to probably lose 2 on the first round. Or no, I guess, yeah, it could have been up to 2 if they had pathed a little bit more intelligently, so that the orcs weren't blocking the movement of some of the others. Our damage is starting to get like pretty real, though, and this is without anybody being equipped with the tier 2 weapons. Oh, just barely. It's one of the rare situations where it actually probably would have been better for the Draken hero to attack. Yeah, let's make sure these guys die, shall we? Okay, I think we will probably lose 1 more unit here. Ooh, that was hard. Yeah, there goes 1. But I think this should be our last death. We should be able to wipe these guys out without any more losses. Aw, hero gets last standard. Well, actually, maybe. I think this guy is still in danger, actually. I don't know that we have the damage to clear the battlefield here. Well, we have 2 more Predators. Actually, this should be able to clean this up, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, so we're losing multiple units. More than 1 unit per battle. Harsh, man. This governor is getting crazy XP, though. Pick up Defender. Somehow your city became the front. If Blue comes over the ocean to continue fighting with us, I would expect them to land more down here, probably. So we should make sure that Naquakik and Iberian are ready. Reallocate some of our army. I guess we don't know really what Blue's entire territory looks like. They might come across this ocean, even. Ugh, being at war with Blue actually really sucks. That really complicates things. So we need to put up some replacements. And wow, people are selling Palladium at an incredible rate. Let's just buy 10 of each. We'll need it. This is not a waste. Okay. Oh, Dutherad has to build stuff. Like this stuff. We also need to build a burrow right here, so we can... I guess we can put down an Abbey of Anomalies right there. Let's queue that up. And that'll level up the Megapole. So I think our first concern has to be this guy on this coming turn. We have to try to get these ruins searched quickly before the garrison of Glandek comes out to crush us. Oh, they're doing it. They're coming for us. Okay, it was in the last one. We got there. Now leads an attack against Brenlaw. Make sure her army is no longer a threat. Damn it. Just getting away. This is actually a really inconvenient time for that. Well, the nearest purple army is going to take a little while to get to us. Yeah, these aren't scary. We can do this. Right, we're getting crazy XP. So, Temokrean. What else could we get that would even be helpful? A lot of this stuff doesn't figure into being a war hero. We can... Plus attack is just not something we need. But plus 15% attack at this point in the game is more than plus 12. I mean, it just doesn't matter. He doesn't have any relevant stuff anymore, basically. All of the good stuff is already grabbed. Okay, so it's just a Dust Guardian effectively with no backup. So we'll attack this army, they'll retreat. get into this whole dance. Titan Bones and Wine, reactivate. Boakier is slowly gaining levels. He doesn't have the luxury of being engaged in combat every single turn. Alright, Dust Depository. I think we're going to start shifting over to Dust in a lot of places. Level 3. It's close. We're going to need a little bit more than that. A little bit more infiltration than that. I guess we could pick up the Pixie Blood. I don't think it's particularly valuable. Or, actually, let's make a coastal battery. Like I said, we may need to suddenly defend the coast from blue. So let's try to be ready for that. You're good where you are. I guess we'll head over to here. Let's see what the deal is. Is green sieging this city or anything? No. Alright. We'll wipe out pink, and then we'll finally get to rededicate our dudes to the fight that they need to be a part of. Oh, I didn't search that ruin again. I could have gotten loot from that. 40 Red Sang? I don't even like Red Sang. I mean, we may as well, right? And we have some cities that have... No, everybody's good. Okay. So we had to try to catch this. We can't enter green territory, so we'll have to try to head her off at the pass instead. We could run up to here and try to attack her adjacent, but if she moves even once, then all of a sudden we wasted all of our movement points and we have to run in the other direction. I think this is probably the best move. We should see if blue will accept peace. No, just go around. Oh my god, green. Okay, hold on. Are you serious? You're gonna move to here and stop. Okay, Jesus. Alright, Johnport is leveling. I'll have winter immunity up for next winter at least. Okay, what is happening? Oh, our mist is, yeah. Retreat. Hey, retreat. Well, at least the mist is distracting them. Wait a minute. Wait. Oh, it's over here that that's happening. Well, I strongly disagree with the idea that Skoros is in range. That's actually complicated. Hold on, we'll figure that out in a second. So let's go over here and get this ruin. Hey, Purple's army, chase me. What is this Kazanji village lighting up for? Conflict resolution? What is conflict resolution? Yeah, defeat the Hernos of the Tedekate. Why did the Kazanji village light up? That's strange. I guess everybody just get ready to seg into hardcore dust production. We have a lot of units now. We probably don't need to keep pumping them out. Gadak also... No, Gadak's already... Yeah, do this then. Let's try to be ready. I don't know what coast they're going to come in through. So I guess this guy should just run toward another ruin. Or let's try to get some more Vision of Purple stuff. Yeah, okay, the glowy lights are supposed to be on this hex. Game seems to have made a smallish error. Alright, let's consider some things. Alright, we injured Green's spy and sent him home. I think on this fight we're just gonna retreat. I don't like damaging my Predators, and they would kill the Forager for sure. But if this, if Miranlar reinforced, we would lose them, and there's no reason to. Alright, I fully expect a retreat. Also, man, it super sucks that we do not have access to Green's territory. Alright, let's see what we can do diplomacy-wise here. What do you mean mocking? You're losing. You've been losing this war so hard the entire time. Well, they'd give us peace for 31 Titan bones. Whatever. Again, Triumphant is not... They took a city. They didn't kill any units. You should not get units killed during war for them having taken out militia. Because that's already being calculated into the score in cities taken during war. Alright, so let's keep leveling Xeno. Sorry about that. A little phone call that I'm ignoring. Okay. So now all we have to worry about is blue. I mean, we gotta finish this thing. And now that we have a truce, they can't attack our guy, although they can and will close their borders and force us out. Alright, let's end the turn and immediately attack this. Can we get Green to give us open borders? It would just make things so much easier. How about an alliance? No? Okay. You've got to be kidding me. 12,000 dust won't open these borders. Speaking of 12,000 dust, let's advance into the last tech era. Let's improve our dust income even more. Alright, yeah, the boats are still frozen. It's been a long winter. We can attack them, right? While they're standing in territory that we can't enter, I think. I'm hoping. Because obviously we'd love to get this guy while he's still weak from the retreat. And I'm quite confident about being able to win the fight, even if he were able to bring in the reinforcements from Miranlar, although it looks like he can't. No, I don't want to cross the border. Is this? Yeah, close borders? Sure. Alright, zoom out real quick. Do we see a blue navy anywhere? No. Okay. Let's move this guy out to this side. Oh, quest completion. Green killed Aji's army for us. Archivist Mukungung would be hiding in another empire. Pillage extractors or watchtowers to find him. Shit. Alright, well, there's a watchtower here. Maybe that'll do it. Alright. He will probably fight us? Yeah. And we'll win trivially. We might... Actually, we can go to war with Green to settle our faction quest up. I'm not too worried about that. Alright. This is going to be real straightforward. He gets to go first. We don't really get to interfere with that, unfortunately. He's going to get a little mind control on, which sucks. I didn't realize that there was somebody all the way over here, because the battlefield should probably not be shaped like that. Seems crazy to me. Alright, our troops are at least only shooting the hero, which is the thing that we care about the least. And yeah, he's dead next turn. He's going to get one more attack off, and his mind-controlled unit is going to get one more attack off, but the fight is over. He's even attacking the same one instead of attacking a different one and trying to get the mind control, you know, to spread out. Alright, 200 or 300 damage a shot, whatever, you know. Ah, that sucks. We had a soldier lose like a significant amount of health there. Alright, so let's go pillage this watchtower. Keep you close. but not close enough to be attacked. Alright, let's mobilize some units, because apparently this dude wants to rumble. This is why I want Pink out of the game entirely, or at least this is why I want Pink not at war with us, even if they are really weak looking, because they're going to do shit like this. They're going to just run a bunch of units everywhere trying to find a city that's not as well defended, and basically it's just going to be a huge pain in my ass. I can bring these guys down to help ward that off. We can travel so far per turn that we can do this and then be back up at Green's border next turn. And I think if once we eliminate Green, Pink, we're gonna have to declare war on Green so that we can continue pushing our faction quest forward. Also, where was this? It's deep in there. Okay. Okay. Maybe we'll be able to do that while we're fighting Green. I mean, I guess we don't actually have to go to war with Green. I don't know what I'm thinking. You can just pillage their stuff without being at war with them. They're going to have some feelings about that, but I don't care. Alright, so we need Mithrite. What's our Mithrite income? 2? 3.5? That's not so bad. Oh, that's right. We have a Broken Lord's Governor in one of those cities. Still, this stuff is pretty cheap. So let's buy 6 more. And get this going. I'm not going to buy it straight out. I'm going to go ahead and let our let our dust go directly toward technology. I guess just stay put. And I know that Naquakic wasn't producing anything for a significant portion of the back half of that winter, but to be perfectly honest, I don't care. We just don't have that much stuff that's worth building anymore. Okay, 150 dust. And some healing. We did have some units that weren't at full. Okay, they've turned around. This region does not have another... Oh no, it does. It has one more constructed thing. Alright, let us begin the siege. Oh, wait. Are we allowed to pillage the extractor even though it's in a... Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, we'll totally do that. I think you have to do 3 pillages for this part of the quest, so us being able to pillage that means that we'll be able to get it. And then I think you have to pillage minor faction villages for the next part. Okay, so since those guys have turned around, we are also going to turn around, and we're going to start pillaging stuff at Green's territory. And if Green wants to fight about it, we shall simply slay them. At this point, I'm confident that our army can handle just about anything any of the remaining AI are able to throw at us. His stuff is really high health, though, doesn't it? Well, it looks like we'll get the pillage done in one. Okay, lots and lots of people need lots and lots of orders. You should probably have built this by now. Alright. So we're at the point here in the game where we're bottlenecked by things that aren't building. It takes a while to get to that point. Once we get to that point... Oh, there's glass steel involved, too. There's quite a lot of glass steel involved, in fact. Alright, once you get to the point where you're not held back by your ability to construct things... Oh yeah, Duthrad definitely needs a Tower of the Consecrate. Adamantid and Dust Orchid. Hold on. Amgar needs to... I can hardly believe that. Alright, and we can buy more tech. Let us buy... you know, I don't actually... I mean, we need this, right? Or at least we will. Potentially. Okay, so let's see if that... Yep. Now he's in a village. We have successfully pillaged the crap out of their stuff. At this point, I think we siege the city so that green is less likely to be able to take it. Make sure that our guy is close. We got 30 dust water for that. Do we have stuff that's not running? We do. We have dust water and gold that are not running. Both of those are relevant. And this gives our guys more XP. Oh, and I researched this thing and then I never actually put anything in the slot. Oops. So we have Silics. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. Plus strategic resources. So all of our extractors will now be producing an extra 1.5 resource per turn. Super relevant, I think. And of course, dust earned from pillaging. Iberian needs to... Man. We gotta buy a lot of resources to keep pushing these things out. And then over here we need 7. Yeah, town criers are not cheap. They're very, very good, though. Definitely worth it. Yeah, you know what? Go ahead and build your Tower of the Consecrate, because you do have Mithrite. Oops, hold on. Okay, we're going to need another big batch of strategics. Okay. Think about how much dust we'll be making when all this finishes. Game might be over by then, though. So yeah, green wants to stop us from doing the thing that we're keen on doing here. If they attack us, we will defeat them. Is the plan. Do I actually... Let's move over here and siege them from here. So that if green attacks us, they don't get to use the city's garrison to defend. Bring a settler to the ruins. I don't care about that. It awards a shield that is interesting in the early game, and it's way too late for it to be any good for us now. There's no watchtowers over here. Oh, this is a cliff all the way around, though. So actually, we're going to merge back in to take advantage of the extra movement that the hero gives. Go all the way to here. Yeah, there's no watchtowers, so we can sneak in here and grab this. Weird little graphical glitching there. There have been some problems with armies not always being where they appear to be since Tempest came out. I'm not sure what's causing it. It's a little strange. There's a tribal village right here that we can pillage over the border, but I think we have to do 3 pillages for this step as well. So that's only going to be 2. Just want to make sure that we are staying in range for reinforcements. No. They can see this? Really? I don't think they can. Oh, 3 range from the watchtower. Yep, right there. Alright, we are being attacked. Oh, by blue. Well, let's leave that for a second. The Quackik did manage to produce another artillery ship right before the battle was triggered. I guess what we do here is gonna... No, it's not going to depend. I'm gonna make another artillery ship. And in Dutharad... Okay. So I guess we're going to have to negotiate open borders with green, or we're going to have to declare war. Well, let's see if we can do the open borders, because that would make things a lot easier. He's even less interested in it now than he was, but at this point in the game, I'd be willing to trade some serious tech for it. So let's see if that'll work. Oh yeah, he finds a lot of this tech very interesting. So, you already, I'm pretty sure, don't have to deal with expansion disapproval, so let's do that. Wonder if we could trade a tech off of him. Let's throw that on the pile. And then we'll give him a bunch of stuff. Okay, wow, no, he's really not willing to make that trade. We have to give him a little bit of something extra. How about how about a 1,500 dust? How's that sound? How about 1,000 dust? This is how negotiation works. Sure. And yes, this is why we wanted open borders for you. There's a cost to closing his borders again that he may not be able to pay. It's very expensive to reverse something right away. Go search this ruin, I guess. What? You didn't... I clicked past it at first, but then I clicked on it and I thought that would be enough to get him to land in the right place. You have, like, precious little to do. Why don't you just chill? You guys are good. Alright, let's resolve this. I think this is a loss for us. Fire ships just do so much damage. One. It's a good start. Yeah, and now that they're adjacent to us, we're going to do even less damage to them. See? Even less than one. I don't know why Blue declared... no, that's not true. I do know why Blue declared. I don't know why Blue doesn't have any interest in peace. Like, this is a war that they... Do they actually think they're going to be able to invade our continent? Part of the reason I wanted to do this manually was I was just curious how our ships would compare. And, it's not good. They'll be able to keep us off the ocean, for sure. Well, whatever. Ship's down. Here we go. Okay. But I don't think they're going to be able to get an army over here and make that happen again. What is this? Is this... Oh my god, that's not even all settlers. What are we going to do? I mean, this is what we're going to do. This guy wants to be in Green's territory pillaging villages, but apparently we have other problems. They closed their borders. They spent a lot of influence doing that. Well, we got some significant amount of dust water there. Green attacked Pink. Pink fled, it looked like, because there was no battle. It happened really, really quickly. So yeah, Pink is in dire straits here. They do not have a lot of friends left. Miranlar does have a couple of rumblers, like actual units, in their... no. Start the process of sieging this. Do you have any idea how long it's going to take? They have a siege value of 16. Oh, 2 turns. Okay. It's not too bad. No, you guys should be sieging, though. They pillage, you siege. Weird. Alright, so we're going to need to, I believe, pillage one more village. And I was thinking that we probably wouldn't be pillaging this one, but you know what, it might make things easiest if that's what we do. So, Dutharad needs to build something of value. Still needs these, apparently. Oh, we have so much dust. I should really be spending. Alright, I think that mist that's up in the sea that just searched the sea ruin, I think is going to undertake a mission to get to one of the ruins for Dust to Rust. We're going to try to clear Dust to Rust so that we can equip with the tier 2 weapons and stuff now that we have everything that we should need for that. So how hard would it be for you to get around to here? That's a lot of turns. Yeah, come here. Bring it. So let's pin Dust to Rust. because this is, in my opinion, the easiest way to do this. So way up here in Purple Town, way inland in Blue Town, and another one that's way up on the purple border that's like all the way in the wrong part of the world. So that really sucks. We need to sneak our mist over to here. Go, little mist, go! This could happen before the game ends. So I don't see another minor faction village on a border over here or anything. I suppose we ought to start moving this unit then toward the east, just in case Blue does decide to try to make landfall. And Dutharad, as always, has very little to do. Tharad. Okay. I'd be lying if I said this wasn't going well. We gotta remember to actually buy tech in a second here. What is this? Oh, no, we only did have to do 2 searches, or 2 pillages. Maybe it's semi-random. You know, random within some bounds. Okay. Now, Mukunkang and his army were hidden in the last village. Let us murder them with murder. He attacked the big army. Why would you do that? Why not attack those guys? Alright. So this is a strangely shaped battle. We definitely want everybody front and center. Let's do this. Not a lot of tactics to employ. He's got melee units. We've got ranged units. Let's just murder his head off. Murder him until his head is gone. So this is range... Actually, this is not close enough for most of our people to attack. Alright. You need to, like, move forward. Just gotta make sure that we're all trying to... The people in the front are not doing too much blocking of the people in the back. Alright, so how good is their... Okay, they have 131 damage on the wyverns, so their gear is sort of in the same neighborhood as ours. This is not going to be a total cakewalk. We might lose a unit or 2 here. It's not impossible. I appreciate that my units are choosing to target the wyverns first. I think the wyverns are a great deal more dangerous than dragonlings due to wyverns having circular strike, which can be a real problem sometimes. And then we're having some DPS splitting problems based on the fact that not everybody can reach the primary targets. The hero's not doing great damage, because that's just kind of a thing of Draken heroes. They don't really do that much damage. Oh, did he not circular attack? Wait a minute. Do they not? Am I misremembering? Do they not have circular attack? I think this might be... We might be able to kill them this turn, though. Yeah, get him, militia. No, they have sweep strike back, not circular attack. Okay. Well, I don't really know that our targeting matters all that much for this one. I think that, like I said, I think this is going to be the kills. Oh, I remember what happened last time. Isn't this, we got really far in the faction quest and then it became unavailable to us, like the defeating Mukunkang didn't advance the faction quest or something? Maybe that was a game I played off camera. Well, here's hoping we have no bug this time. This guy still has 180 health. I don't think that's going to be enough to let him survive. Oh, maybe. That was a lot less damage than I was hoping our Predator would put out. Alright, Ziema, there is no reason for you to attack and lose health here. Alright, come on, Faction Quest, advance. It would be a real bummer if this didn't work out. I guess we could probably angle for a... Well, we could probably angle for an economic victory. We're making a lot of dust and we're ramping up quickly. Yep, Faction Quest moved. Cool. Alright, the populace must be willing. Reach a fervent level of approval. Are we fervent now? We are. Yeah, sure. Extra XP on heroes. We have 427 spices banked. I don't know, whatever. Just pop everything. We got some Titan bones from that. That's cool. We're about to eliminate Pink. He's not going to have a lot of recourse pretty soon here. I think we're going to go to Infiltration level 5 before we do a tech steal, because we want big stuff. And they keep attacking our cities with their spies and doing very, very poor, having very little impact, let's say. Alright, you guys, I think this is looking pretty good. We should definitely have a look at the score screen, though. Well, hold on a second. Let's do the stuff we got to do for this upcoming turn. Make sure that we don't get attacked by blue or anything, and then we'll look at the score screens when things have mostly settled. Defeat 3 green armies and get exceptional armor. Tier 3 adamantium and palladium armor. This is a very rare reward. Now attack. Defeat 3 Copian armies. We can do that. Can we do that? Does he have 3 armies? My main concern is that he might literally not have armies enough for us to take. Alright, let's lean really hard into the dusting, of course. Plus 10% all yields is pretty much a no-brainer. How far are we from the next winter? 1 to 16 turns? I think it makes sense to go ahead and get Cold Operator. We have 5 cities that have nothing to do right now. We can start building dust revitalizers. You know what? I don't see any reason to build that thing that slowly. Okay, so this we're hemorrhaging, or we're bottlenecked on glass steel. We have 58 mithrite because we got a whole bunch from a quest reward. In fact, there's only enough glass steel for us to buy out 1 more of these. Well, Naquakic does have a significant amount of terrain. I think it makes sense to do it here. Let's go buy some tech. Why not? I don't know, this and that and this guy. One of these, maybe? Actually, yeah, let's do this. Okay, and then how long until the 10 turns? I was going to say we can steal the last tech to put us into the last era, but maybe not. 10 turns is kind of a long time. What are we looking at cost-wise? Let's say that we got, I don't know, this? 74. Okay, so less than 1 turn worth of dust. Yeah, Cultramore, do this. We'll have the cities that can't afford to build dust revitalizers work on increasing our trade income instead. We have pretty lucrative internal trade routes. Yeah, okay. If it's going to take you that long to do it, let's just rush it. Not that this is not expensive as well. Those are 20 titanium each. Alright, let's resolve this. This is Pink's final hurrah. And then once we have this dealt with, we attack green and get our faction quest done. Once again, the game has decided that it thinks we would like to start as far away as possible from all the enemies. I understand what it's doing. It's trying to give all of our units the urban environment bonus, but it's just not necessary. This level of caution is unnecessary. Oh, that apparently is a spot that was already occupied. Go here. You can go here. And I don't know. Go here. Alright, so the Rumbler is the biggest danger. It's very wounded because it ran away when targeted by that other army over there. Green's army. But let's make sure it goes down. This should be more than sufficient, I would think. It might honestly only take 2 of them. Ooh, maybe it'll take more than 2. Oh, actually, we're gonna have a little bit of trouble getting people onto him, aren't we? Oh, he's actually gonna get to hit the hero. He can't get to anybody else. Oh, that's not true. He can go 1-2 and hit this guy. Well, this guy's in a forest space, or maybe that's a cliff? I don't know. This guy might be able to hit one of our predators, and there's not really anything we can do about that. Yep, here it comes. 114. That's a number that I cringed. I physically cringed when that happened. I was like, oh god, 114 damage. But we have 400 health now. Just a combination of leveling up and slowly increasing the value of our gear. So actually, that's not that bad. 114 damage is going to take a lot of attacks to bring one of these dudes down. Alright, so they have more stuff coming, but we've managed to push them all the way back up against the reinforcement flags, and this is the end of the battle, basically. Units with high initiative could come through the flags and hit us before we hit them. We could potentially still lose a Predator or two, especially since we have some pretty injured ones pretty close to the front. Also, Ziema is going to bravely sacrifice her own health to one-shot that guy. I don't remember how many more... oh, you don't have to remember. It's down here. They have 6 more reinforcements coming in. So actually, if we kill them all the turn they enter, we have exactly enough turns to finish them off. Some number of them are probably settlers. I don't remember if there were any settlers in the preview thing, but I can't imagine, after what we've seen here, that there are no settlers in these armies at all. Alright, so one more shot will kill him. I'm actually starting to get a little concerned that we may not have what it takes to finish this battle off. Oh no, we're good, we're good. It would be nice if you guys would move forward when you don't have an action. Yep, here's some settlers. I would love... I may go back and count. Very curious to know how many of Pink's settlers we fought during this push. I have never in a game killed so many settlers before. The final 2 bastions of his army. Well, that's the end of Pink, and that clears the road for us to push Green without having to worry about some ill-advised retaliation. Okay. Miranlar. Yeah, sure, build one of these, actually. Let's get that Palladian pouring in. Okay, and another level for Ziema, who is now basically out of useful things to get. That's not true. She can get more defense for herself. That's the skill that is remaining. You can finally search this ruin now. Although apparently not from the space that I clicked on. And then I guess we just, at the beginning of next turn, we just declare war on Green and push his cities, right? He's got a number of armies walking around in my territory. Maybe... No, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Who still needs orders? I know we have you. And... yeah, just sit here, I guess. Those fire ships are going to come by, probably. Alright, let's wait for Green to make Green's moves before we decide what we're going to do. We can put together some building plans and stuff in the meantime. But I think that Green is probably going to react poorly to the declaration of war. It's just a feeling I have. So we want to make sure that we're in some kind of position here to react when they freak out. Some Senate and what do you even want? Honestly, none of the stuff we have left is particularly useful. Oh, Face Reader is useful. It increases the security, right. And Guo Fosu is also going to pick up Face Reader, increasing the city's security to hopefully slow down the amount of annoying crap they do to us. Green does to us, that is, through spying. Yeah, build this. I'm not going to buy that out because I'm going to buy this out. Right, reactivate all the boosters. So, we may as well, at this juncture, even though I don't necessarily want to replace the weapons yet, we have 2 tiers of dust armor to upgrade. I don't know why, but it makes you remove the improved life and improved regen trinkets before it will show you the higher tier versions of them. Okay, that's largely what we want to do there. We should also fix up the heroes. Azuyama Aji's been wearing iron armor this whole time. Crazy. Yeah, no wonder she keeps getting killed. She doesn't have any... Wow. I don't know how I allowed this to happen. I also completely forgot that I was going to give her the army damage boost trinket, which she actually can't afford to wear right now. Well, she is getting it, though. So she needs the... What else do we need? Ah, yes, the regen trinket. And then this slot will be for the other thing as soon as we can afford it. Next turn. You know what? We can afford it right now. We can buy 2 titanium. That'll be fine. Army damage boost 3. Okay. Her army is probably feeling a little better. You know what? I'm going to also replace... She has this for reducing damage she takes from range attacks, but we're going to replace it with army health boost 3. Alright. It's going to be next turn before we can retrofit the Predators. So can we get adjacent to these guys this turn? We cannot. Ziyama's army needs to make a move to the north border. I guess I'm just not going to worry about Achk. Like, here's the thing. We need to stay at war with Green just for a couple of turns. So we may not need a proper army at Achk. What do you want? You want to make one of these, possibly. I guess we'll just trust Amgar to defend Mirinlar. Do that. This is not going to happen before the game ends, I don't think. Right, out of curiosity, what is the buyout cost on like this? 71k. That's not even that many turns, honestly. Will we win an economic victory before we have enough dust to win a scientific victory? I'm not sure. Oh, I was going to look at the scoreboards. Well, we'll do it in a second, maybe. Maybe. Hard to say. Oh, equipped with 2 Harmonite units, inspect the ruins where some Harmonite explorers were last seen. That's interesting, but we are not probably interested in doing it. Howdy, Purple. That could end poorly. Oh. Oh, where's the tiny army going? Green seems to be withdrawing a lot of their armies, which is inconvenient. Oh, we don't even have to declare war to attack this one. Okay, does that count? They ran from us. Is that a victory? No. Sad. John Port got a level. Oh, what's this? Oh, because you weren't going to do it? What is happening here? That's strange. So Green doesn't have any more enemy, anymore. Oh, no, never mind. I was going to say they don't have any more armies in our territory. They pulled back, but not the case. Did I guess I didn't apply this? Weird. Alright, probably not going to be doing that. Sorry. Nothing personal, guys. Alright, and we're going to save up for Dust-Driven Distillery. We're by that. I have never won a science victory as the Forgotten. Again, I don't know if it's possible. I didn't check the scoreboard again. One of these days. We're not going to include Coldremore's garrison in this battle this time. I'm going to make sure to click them off. Just in case I would like to use them for chasing. Go. What are you doing? Why don't you go? Go. Okay. Speaking of garrisons, how weak are these armies? You know what? I have all these demons around, right? Could we... No, probably not. Unfortunately, a lot of my demons are just like way too far away to do this. What's this? Oh, I have 5 heroes of level 8, and we have acquired the Breastplate of the Pure. We will not be bothering to equip it. Step out. Step out. Come here, you. Attacking them wouldn't even do anything, they just run. I do so hate it when the enemy runs. Oh, I can go through Blue's territory. Blue and I are at war. Unfortunately, Purple has vision of this tile from the watchtower. They don't have vision of this tile, though. And this watchtower can see to here, unfortunately. Inconvenient. Alright, well, I'm going to assume we'll see a retreat here. Alright, and then I'm going to use these demons to initiate a battle, and we're going to try to use the Coldremore troops to finish this off. It's a lot of units, but we might be able to do it. And if not, at least we will have put all these garrison troops to use. Yeah, they don't have a lot of health or anything. So we want to attack from this side. It gives the Chain Lightning a more natural ability to cascade through all of their units. Remember, we have Chain Lightning. Alright, how much is this going to hurt? These guys don't really have that much damage. These, their troops, I mean. What is this? You were already adjacent to an enemy, and you were targeting that enemy. Why would you not just attack? That was a choice. So we actually are going to lose to this horrible army because our army is even more horrible. But we are going to artificially depress their health, which will prevent them from healing enough on the turn end to be able to retreat safely from our real army next turn. Man, my army's bad. What is this? What is their obsession with this space? Why are they just moving to this space instead of doing things? Yeah, get him. Alright, well, the hero was forced to contribute to the battle against his will. Oh, hey, we're still going to do it, actually. Oh, they have reinforcements. Or not reinforcements, but not all of their units were able to fit into their starting zone. Okay. Look at that, all those basic demons were good for something. And Timok Ran, for chasing people, gets to gain some more XP, because that's what he needed, you know, level 12. he was worthless. But here, at level 13, I think we're finally on to something. Okay, so we want to get that, but we can't. We can do this. It's a little too expensive. Alright. Like that. So that actually should have a significant effect on our income. I think we'll see a jump. You don't have a dust revitalizer yet. Is there enough glass steel? Yes, there is, just barely. We may as well buy everything that's left. Alright. Revitalize. 1. That's 1. Should I... You know what? These guys down here, we're just going to march to Ochk, and maybe we will end up just declaring war. Alright, scoreboard. I knew it. I knew at this time I remembered. Okay, so we have to make 555,000. We're getting almost 10 per turn. So that's still quite a lot of turns left in the game before we would win that way. How are people doing on the science victory? We have 2 different AIs that are at 1 victory tech. So actually, we're probably going to be able to beat them on that. You know what? You guys just wait. Ochka makes this really complicated. If they didn't have cities on both sides of our empire, we could just war deck and push. Well, cities on both sides of our empire and also units running around all over inside of our empire. Alright, can we catch these guys? Are they going out to sea or like what's their deal? I don't know what these guys are for. We'll watch this army, maybe it'll step out of line. Is that 314? It's a little hard to read with the unit's shield in front of it. So yeah, we're just going to attack green this next turn? Maybe the turn after? Probably this next turn. Oh, I think this is worth doing. May as well. If we're potentially about to fight a war, I know this is going to slow down the acquisition of our tech very slightly, but I'm fine with it. Oh, I didn't re-equip Temok. Wow, he's not had new armor in a really long time. In fact, I'm surprised at his contribution to battles, given everything that's going on here in his inventory. I'm going to give him army health boost over regen. Yeah. And we're going to give him weapons made of, like, big boy materials. He will be the first in the army to get the fancy tier 2 stuff. Actually, we're producing so much of this stuff that we can probably just go ahead and give it to everybody. So this is 30 defense plus 25 defense, or 25% defense. Wait, is this better than these? Okay. Sounds fine to me. Yeah, unfortunately, we can't actually get through this bottleneck, I believe. Alright. Here we go. War declaration time. Want to catch these guys. We can catch these guys and attack them before the declaration. It's a shame that our navy up here doesn't have more vessels in it, because those are transport ships, I think. Even the 2 armies are too big to merge. What do you think I was asking for? There's so little honor that even Cold War is a mockery. Yeah. I'd say that's a pretty fair assessment of my amount of honor. Okay, so next turn we can split this army into 2 fours and push this guy. We should have done that this turn, honestly. Yeah, whatever. 8 fire ships. You got him. Okay, so plus 10 defense, then This gives plus 20 or 20% defense, so never mind. I thought this gave raw plus 20, and I was like, well, it'll be better to get to this plus 20%, but let's do that. Now Ziema just has, like, what's her standing defense is 275? Yeah, it's pretty okay. Alright. And I think that makes it time. What is this? Who are you assholes? We don't have enough units nearby to double push them. You know what? This is not a good idea. Why don't you guys actually go garrison here? If that battle had happened, I still didn't want to manual it. Too boring. All right, so we have a lot of green units that are doing pretty poorly. And then, war. Oh no, wait! I want to. Can I not siege this? Huh. Can I do this in one turn? Yeah, no reason not to. And I assume green is still spying on me? Yeah, this is the green spy. Almost no question. Yeah, I guess dust refinery. Whatever, man. The building of our cities is largely irrelevant at this point. We gotta get this guy. We're gonna include the city garrison in this. Yeah, we're going for it. Whatever. These soldiers are as well equipped as they'll ever be. That's not true. We actually still don't have the good weapons. Whatever. Let's go get them. My troops are so bamboozled. Okay. Alright. I kept it on manual there because it looked like a lot of things might be involved in that battle. So where can we stand where we can actually siege this damn city? I guess we can stand right here. Right here, how about? Okay, that's Ziema. Hold on. Alright, here we go. Did I need to manual this? Probably not. It's my default, because it's almost always right. But it turns out only almost always. Sometimes it's absolutely unnecessary. So yeah, even without going all the way on the weapon upgrades, just because of their expense, we actually would not be able to retrofit an entire army, one entire army with the tier 2 weapons, without buying a stock that is probably close to equal to our current stock. It's really expensive to put up those tier 2s when Dust to Rust is active. Alright, one more. I don't know, man. Now let's do this. We'll reduce the cost of his army. That'll increase our income a little bit. And then, I don't know, siege. Alright, will these guys run? Let's see. They will. And they'll run in the wrong direction. Aw. Yeah, go away. Go this way. If we attack from... What are you doing? Why are you still moving? Why are you just, like, walking in a little circle around me? What are these tactics? Like, right here, they have no reinforcements. That is a crazy thing for them to do. And they did it in the craziest possible way as well. Alright, more defense for Ziema. Yeah, we can't get through here. God, it would still be so many turns to walk over there, too. Whatever, man. It's fine. This is not vital to our plan. Because it turns out, we don't have to upgrade our weapons. And yeah, I know we're past the hour. I'm not quite as tight on time today, and I honestly think we might do a real long episode and just wrap this up. Because this game is basically over. A whole new episode would probably not be very exciting. Come on, you. Alright, somebody else is at 2 techs. Here's purple attacking green, it looks like. That's some green fire ships that are going to totally own my 1 boarding vessel. Run, little guy, run! It's also a fire ship, not a boarding vessel, sadly. Alright, so Green's army retreats one more time, I think. And then they're going to do this weird, like, draw a lotus flower in the on the ground around us with their pathing thing. Don't you dare. Don't you dare go and die to purple after all that work I put in. Oh, that's what they're doing. That's totally his plan. What a dick. Hey, infiltrated here. Are you about to be level 5? Okay. I don't think that's gonna work. Yeah, there's a watchtower right there. That's not a real path. Can we negotiate open borders with purple, maybe? They like us, right? No? And we're in truce for 5 more turns, so I can't try to get an alliance. Not that they would accept. This game has been unusually hostile, I feel like. Well, I mean, we can just wait. Ochk's army will, Ochk's garrison will come and fight us in a couple of turns when their fortifications run out. That's cool. We'll just wait 2 turns. We'll deal with that. Deal with them that way. So at this point, the only things that could go wrong, really, would be a huge invasion by blue or purple, or both together, maybe. Yeah, I don't know what else could happen that would really put a crimp in my plans. I do believe that we've won. What is this? They attacked us. Oh. Well, lucky me. How strange. You can probably hear, I sort of couldn't even process that. What a strange thing to do. So I know I normally focus really hard on the ranged units. Well, let's try to make sure these Harmonites don't get a turn. So he's attacking this one. That means this one needs some violence done to it. And not that we're not going to attack the archers. But I really do want the Harmonites out of the battle. I just don't have it in me to care about eyeless ones. Wow, 462, Jesus. Maybe I'm not worried about their melee troops at all, in fact. And Ziema is still using those glass steel swords that she comes with, by the way. I believe. I don't think she even has... I know that those swords are special and they have a lot of extra stats on them, but they're still glass steel tier. They're like glass steel and a half. They're not as good as tier 2 adamantium or palladium. Not even close. So, my point is, her damage could still be upgraded significantly. Alright, well this was easy enough, and this will complete our faction quest, I believe entirely, giving us access to the Temple of the Earth's Core, which we will endeavor to build probably in Dutherad, given the existence of the Megapole. Seems hard to pass up. We'll relocate whichever governor gives the best bonuses to industry. Oh no, one more. Unspoiled ruins in Erendla. Damn it. Let's Yema crush the trader. Alright. He's gonna take extra turns. More turns than I want to spend. 20% more defense. Why not? Alright, well. At least we get to threaten green in a whole new area over here. I'm gonna move these guys up to this direction. Is there no other way? Like, this would be impossible to get to, as would this one. Yeah, I guess we're just not ending it. That's a shame. It's really weird, first of all, that there were only 3 ruins spawned for Dust to Rust, because that's usually not how it works. In my experience, there's usually more like 5. And that they were all in basically the same place. Like, that's a very narrow geographical area that contains all 3 of them. They're basically all in one empire. Like, there's one that's technically in Blue Lands, but it's in Blue Lands right next to these purple lands. Like, they may as well all be purple. Yeah. People build Imperial News Networks, I guess. It may be, actually, better for us to pick up the industry boosting research rather than the dust booster one. Okay, the red sang's gone. Sure. Honestly, they just have no hope at this point. Alright, well, it's nice to finally have the southern part of the continent taken over. Alright, and our heroes, thanks to the magic of roads, our heroes are in Morinlock before they're in any danger. Before Morinlock's in any danger. I don't know what this green army thinks they're going to do. Okay, Amgar needs to just build basically whatever. Yeah, next turn we're going to be able to buy the first tech, so we actually do have to make a decision. I think it is almost certainly going to be right to go for the industry boost instead of the dust boost, because we are going to want to finish the Temple of the Earth's Core, and we are not able to buy that out. That's not how that works. Oh, Jutharad doesn't actually have access to any of its strategics, so Advanced Quarry is not going to help. Alright, so we could build it in Nirnlar then, but let's, I guess, whatever. Just do something. I'm willing to sacrifice at this point a little bit of efficiency for a little bit of speed. Obviously, we're going a little long here. This video's gonna end up being like 2.5 hours long. Whatever, man. Another video at this point would just be boring. And I have no interest in boring you guys. But I think, honestly, you could probably go ahead and retreat from the video now, safe in the knowledge that, yeah, I definitely win. If you want to stick around and actually see it happen, though, here we are. Okay, they didn't even go to the city. They went straight after our army, which seems unwise to me. Harmonite 2s are pretty badass, actually. Yeah, it's kind of what they're so slow. That's their primary issue, is that they're way too slow to fight us. We're going to search this ruin while we siege you. Nice, 180 dust. Cool. In theory, I think Imperial News Network is probably the best thing to build in most of our cities. So do I think it would be better to get Dust-Driven Distillery and buy the second tech? I don't know how much the cost is going to shoot up. Let's just play it safe. We know for sure that this will be useful. Oh, the cost of the second one's not even that high. We probably would have been fine buying Dust-Driven Distillery. Alright, we gotta get out of the water. This is like the only thing that could really go wrong is that our army gets sniped while we're transferring over to Auriga, so hopefully that doesn't happen. Blue has a lot of ships in this ocean. They don't have vision of us here, at least they shouldn't, but who knows. Who are these assholes? Whatever. I don't have the time to care about this right now. These are somebody's mercenaries. We'll deal with them. Okay, and yep, we kept that Green Navy in place for long enough that our hero will be able to make landfall over here. Oh, but not on this next turn. That sucks. Just dragging things out over here. I really thought the cost increase between the first two techs was going to be really a lot sharper, because the research cost increase between the first Era 6 tech that you research and the second Era 6 tech that you research is huge. Even if you go for double my science as the first tech, the second tech takes forever. I mean, that's my capital. They're going for it. You know what? Let's just do this. I know this is... I'm slowing us down a little bit by paying for units, but... I don't know that that's worth doing. At this point, basically nothing really matters. Except the development of one city to be able to build this this tower. And even then, all the infrastructure that we use to build the tower, we're going to pay for with dust, so whatever. Alright, I think we're just going to take Auriga, right? I guess if we take Auriga, blue just takes it back from us. So maybe I don't care enough. Oh. Okay. Yeah, if we take Auriga, blue will probably take it from us, and I can't get blue to agree to a truce because they think that they're awesome. Okay. Pretty trivial victory there. We are awarded 3 Forgotten Heroes for free. The Bua Ufosu and a fellow Tegrit and a Nepog Dauda. And now we have achieved... Wait. Wait. Did the... Hold on a second here. Yeah, so this ended. Did we not get the... Maybe they'll start next turn. Yeah, I think it maybe takes a turn to activate. The final quest did not activate right away, and it's got me freaking out. Okay. Oh, they actually even just ran away. They just disappeared. Were those units related to the quest? I thought they were somebody's mercenaries. I guess they must have been related to the quest. Well, I may as well search the ruin while we're over here. 230 dust. Fine. Let's get back to the mainland. I'm not going to take the city from them because I think we just lose it immediately. And it's not relevant. You guys don't need to do this anymore. But I suppose it does make sense for us to have an army over on this side of the continent. Oh, somebody doesn't have stuff building? Dutherod needs... Okay, yeah, we can build the Temple of the Earth's Core. Okay. So let's do some math. This is everybody's favorite part of the video. Right now we have 0 citizens on industry in every city. Dutherod is at 421. industry per turn with a population of 15. So yeah, none of these other cities are going to be even close, I think, in terms of potential. But... well, this is 580 with no hero. One of these cities had canal locks, didn't it? Okay, but yeah, look at how much lower this is. 333 with no hero. And a lower population. 580, okay. Then we need to figure out which of our heroes is going to be the best at boosting industry and pull that one over here. So, this is obviously a pretty strong idea. We have +1 industry per level, plus 10% industry output, or +1 industry per citizen, plus 10% industry output. But do we have any industry efficiency heroes, or could we buy one? Somebody who has industry efficiency 3, or even 2, that's not bad. Guy's only level 3, so he won't be able to have the really good skills. What do you have? Science boost. Industry boost is a lot less good than industry efficiency in a city of this size. I don't think we have a hero with industry efficiency, because they're a lot less good in the early game. Oh, you can't mouse over them in this screen. Okay, well, Temakren's an army hero. Ozek the Chosen is probably actually the winner, just because we have very few other heroes who are going to have any boost. Okay, Ozek. Get to it, Palomine. And we're going to outfit him. Getting access to the Tier 3 versions of the Adamantian and Palladian trinkets means that we're able to do this. +4 industry per citizen on city. Is there anything else we could put on him that would be useful at all? This gives Fast Learner 3, which will maybe have him gain an extra level. Something, which is better than leaving the slot empty. +30 security. I mean, that's also better than leaving the slot empty. Who knows what some asshole will try to do. Yeah, okay. +30 security on city. 7651. Criminy. Alright. One other thing. Okay, wow, he's nowhere near leveling up again. That's a shame. What we could do is we could move a bunch of units into the garrison of that city, and that would also help him level. Again, I don't know that we can make him level up in time for it to matter, but if we can, we should, because, you know, obviously. Because we're going for maximum efficiency on this. Ongar has a unit. Gadak has some units. Moranlok doesn't actually need to have this many units in its garrison now that this army is here. So we're on 2 slots filled, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll send one guy down from Moranlok as well. And that'll fill up the garrison. Okay, Duthrod. 45 turns. We can get that down. Oh, another thing we could do... How expensive are the stockpile techs? Yeah, cheap enough. We're going to buy some stockpiles. So, in case you don't know how stockpiles work, a stockpile is an expendable resource. Oh, this isn't even active right now. An expendable resource that gives a burst of a resource type to one of your cities. The amount that it gives, an expended stockpile gives, is 100. So it would have been 100 industry. But these techs, this one gives plus 1,000 value to your stockpiles, and this one gives plus 500. So now our stockpiles are at 1,600, which is over a turn. Over a turn more. Here, so we're going to spend all 8 of these here. You can only spend one stockpile in a city per turn. If you expend more, it just stacks them up and uses them on consecutive turns. So by throwing 8 stockpiles at this right now, what we're actually doing is using one stockpile per turn for the next 8 turns. And then we can actually have our cities work on stockpiles, build more stockpiles for us, and we can buy them out too. They're pretty expensive. It's 17,932. Okay. We can afford to buy out enough stockpiles that we should be able to keep this city stockpile boosted for the rest of the game. And, yeah, 14 turns from now we will win. Unless somebody pulls something crazy off. But I can't imagine. Because we can buy a stockpile every 2 turns. There's, at this point, 7 stacked up, because we just used 1. So 6. We might not be able to stay boosted the entire game. But obviously I've given up on researching new tech. We are committed here. We have only one thing matters to us at this point. Auto-resolve. Yeah. What a ridiculous thing to have happened in the first place. That notice showed up so that everybody would know. Everybody in the game now knows that we are building the Temple of the Earth's core. I've not seen this before. Luxury boosters getting really expensive? I honestly do not think I have ever seen that event. I don't even know. Is there any way we can get peace with everybody? I don't want to fight anymore. We have no... Fighting is not valuable to us anymore. Alright, let's get these 2. I'm going to make this a real 8-unit army over here. And we're going to assign one of those new guys to it. Follow Tegrit. What's your deal? Army damage boost 3 natively? Wow. Okay. Oh, I was supposed to select that guy. I just want to make sure that we, Or wait. Just want to make sure that we don't lose anything of value to this Guardian that's coming in. Somebody wants to fight us really badly. Okay, we'll probably go ahead and... Oh, I forgot about this! Hell yeah, look at that! Because this is a resource that we're not as stretched on, and I'm going to start retrofitting our units, maybe. Or maybe not. Maybe I don't care enough. That's a possibility. Alright. So all this stuff that we're doing to try to boost the hero's level is just about trying to pass a breakpoint and get a single turn off of Dutharad's build here, which I think we probably are not going to be able to do. But wouldn't it be cool if we could just accelerate this very slightly? I'm also trying to get all of our units into places where I don't have to issue them orders all the time. Alright, yeah, we're still at war with Blue, remember, so we do have to actually think about this. I guess it probably wouldn't matter if we lost a bunch of stuff at this point. Whoa! Alright, we're getting some minor graphical corruption. What city's being sieged? Oh. Gadak is being sieged. Okay. That's annoying. Fine. Alright, let's finish this, and then we have to go and take our army over there and kill them. Alright, hey Greed. How you feel about a truce? Truce. Alright, yes, I will negotiate with you for me not murdering you. Fine. I have other fish to fry, and I don't want it to think about you backstabbing me. 500 spices? Yeah, why not? And then, yeah, a bunch of adamantium. Whatever. I can't believe that they make you pay for a truce when they are losing. I mean, I guess it makes sense and is kind of actually interesting if they're able to recognize that you're under attack by somebody else and that that's why you want the truce. There's perfectly good reasons for this, I guess. I should not be so dismissive. Alright, so I'm pretty sure, I don't know what the deal is with Blue's army, but I bet we can beat him. You need to make landfall. Okay. Somebody's not doing stuff. Why don't you build one of these? Okay. Matanch can actually build them pretty quickly. I'm surprised. Wait, plus 6k? Losing Gadak made me lose that much dust income? That doesn't seem possible. Oh, well, I guess I did pull one of the largest producing cities of my empire off of dust. That's definitely something. What am I doing? There's nobody in here. Alright, go away. Oh, I attacked the city. Oh, they attacked me. The game decided it would rather process that than me attacking the city. Alright, he's running. That's a good sign. What is this? Green closer borders to us, sure. We failed that quest because we lost access to the guys. The Harmonite were all in that region that we just lost, so now we have to re-assimilate them. Although I guess at this point maybe we don't. We're not really that bothered about... we don't have anybody who does anything relevant. I don't know, these guys. They increase our rate of luxury resource gain, which might be important because we're actually in an event now that maybe cares about that. Also, we lost a bunch of Empire approval status, and I'm not sure why. Because our wine booster ended and we couldn't reactivate it. Is there wine on the thing here? Yeah. Okay. Problem solved. Okay, we need this much. Alright. It's really important to me that we remain fervent. I guess you guys just stay put, maybe down here. This will keep Blue from ambushing us. And Gadak needs to, I don't know, also do that? Yeah, Gadak's actually just gonna finish one before the game ends. That's crazy. Alright, so we'll buy out this one. We just gotta keep these rolling, and we have to be competent enough in this war to not lose the game. That's the all we really need to pull off. Oh, he fought back. We lost a militia. I thought there was a pretty good chance that he was gonna run one more time. Okay, I guess you come down here, and you'll take care of this part. And somebody's hitting Achk with decreased industry production. That's annoying, but not something that is devastating to us or anything. Everybody make industrial zones. There's a surprising number of cities that are not dust-focused. Coldremore's gonna lose Pop. I mean, if this guy was gonna die anyway, he may as well just make food, right? That's better than him disappearing. So yeah, I do think that actually we're going to be able to remain industry boosted all the way through the end of the game. So I'm really glad that I got the tech, the last tier tech for the industry boost instead of for the dust boost, because what we would have done with the dust boost is wait until we could buy the industry boost tech. Stand outside the city. Alright, keep it rolling. 9 more turns. Hey, look at that. We're probably going to be done, you know, like only around the 2-hour mark instead of 2.5. Coming in under estimate. How's that? Provided nothing crazy happens. See, the this sea fortress has changed color 2 times in the last like 3 turns. So there's a pitched battle for the seas going on. Needs more unlock, needs some orders. How about this? Also, let's buy one out. Also, who leveled up? I don't care. If you're not Ozek the Chosen, you don't get new orders. Oh, my one of my boosters ended and I didn't click the thing. Turns out, whatever it was, we couldn't have restarted it anyway. Mirinlar got hit with production penalty, but we injured the spy. As long as they don't do it in Dutherod. Dutherod's security, base security is up to 70% thanks to the exceptional armor trinkets. So I'm not too worried. Alright, 7 more turns. We have to manage our empire just a little bit during these turns. We have to keep the industrial sites coming in. Or industrial zones coming in, rather. Are you Ozek the Chosen? You are not. Yeah, we're good through the end of the game, I'm sure. Occasionally, more stockpiles will crop up on the marketplace as well. They're really dedicated to lowering our industry production in several of our cities. And I'm not sure why. I get that, like, in a broad sense, they're just trying to do something, anything that hurts. But they need to be able to figure out what's actually going to have an effect. Because they're doing things that are annoying, mostly. Alright, 2 more stockpiles on the thing here. I don't know how much these matter. We're at 11k dust per turn, by the way. Out of curiosity, up to 60% on the economic victory. We would win an economic victory before anybody else would win any other kind of victory, probably. It's just that this Temple of the Earth's Core thing is going to be faster, even than that. It takes longer and longer to calculate the turn, despite the fact that less and less of consequence is occurring. Alright, 4 more turns. Oh, here's a Guardian. We should probably not let that thing just wander around our country. Also, an unsearched ruin for some reason. They're really laying it on with the spy actions. Alright. Yeah, we're spending way more time in the enemy turn than we are in our own turn. Where are you going? Alright, how many Guardians have we killed this game? Is that number 5? It's important to keep these running. Oh yes, we have contributed to a bunch of global events. Oh, I forgot to re-equip John Port after he died during that battle. Hey! Alright, I think plus 10% industry is way, way more than plus 1 per citizen. Alright, that does not seem to have affected things. Yeah. That seems fine. We're no longer interested in our military. We kind of have everything set up now. We're just waiting for the game to end. I don't know exactly what the Temple of the Earth's Core does from a storyline, like flavor perspective. It's probably pretty impressive, but I don't think there's a lot of text indicating to us what the value is. Maybe it allows us to draw heat up from the Earth's core so that, I guess we say the Earth's core. It's the Temple of the Earth's Core, but it's Auriga's core. Anyway, maybe it brings heat up and allows us to survive the Ice Age while everybody else dies off. We just wait for everyone else to freeze to death. That's pretty grim. Oh, wait, look at that. We did manage to take a turn off of it somehow. And here we go. So, all of you guys out there in the audience, I would like to thank you very much for watching Forgotten on Endless. I hope you guys have enjoyed the series. If you have, likes and comments, all that stuff. Tomorrow, we're picking up a new game. I was asked to do Ardent Mages, and Ardent Mages I have not done yet an Ardent Mages series on camera, or on Endless at least. So, tomorrow, we pick up Ardent Mages on Endless. Take a quick flip through the score screens here real quick. I have to say, I'm not 100% satisfied with the fact that we lost a bunch of games in a row and then won on the game where we had the incredibly crazy start. That doesn't speak super highly to my ability to actually win the game. So we had a lot more dust than everybody else, I'm assuming. Yeah, there was a point here we dropped down and they pulled up. But yeah, we were vastly outstripping everybody. Anyway, that's going to be it for this. Thank you guys. Come back tomorrow for Ardent Mages on Endless. I am not very good with the Ardent Mages. I'm not super proficient with the use of the spells and the pillars, so it'll be a learning experience for everybody. But we'll see you then.